There are a handful of small announcements that have come out, and they're starting to pile up on me. So I'm just going to cover them all in this one video. None of these things I felt warranted their own videos necessarily, but I didn't want to not cover them, because you guys deserve to know everything that I know about the Digimon TCG. So let's get into it. Before we begin, just a reminder that if you enjoy the video, I would greatly appreciate it if you'd hit that like button for me, and consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do, turn on the notification bells, that way you don't miss when I upload new content. Also, I still have these bushy Agunimon playmats for pre-order, so if you're interested in those, the link is in the description. So, first thing I want to cover is something of some actual importance. There have been a few errata made on a handful of cards. No, not erotica, errata. They changed the wording on a few cards, and I think this is kind of important. Two cards especially, since we should be seeing a lot of play out of them really soon. First up are the promo Agunimon and Lobomon. The cards originally had the inheritable effect on your turn when digivolving one of your Digimon into Ancient Greymon or Ancient Garurumon in the case of Lobomon. Reduce its Digivolution cost by 2. What they've been changed to now is on your turn when digivolving this Digimon into Ancient Greymon or Ancient Garurumon, reduce its Digivolution cost by 2. And this makes a whole lot of sense and a world of difference. Now, instead of these level 4 Digimon having a pretty powerful skill of reducing any of your Digimon's Digivolution costs into Ancient Greymon or Ancient Garurumon, it only applies to these two personally. And that's actually what it was always meant to be. Any Digimon we've gotten in the past that have the ability to kind of lessen or straight up cheat their way into more powerful Digimon, they've only ever had that ability for themselves, never for your other Digimon. So folks, while this may kind of put a hinder in your plans for your future hybrid Digimon decks, just know that it was simply a mistranslation from Japanese to English, which happens all the time. This fix is for a better balance in the game, and balance is always good. Erratas happen all the time, and it's always due to a simple mistranslation giving unintended effects, like it is here, or it's to clarify vague text that has led to unexpected results, but always in the name of fairness and balance. The last errata to be covered is Meikumon. This time it's not a mistranslated effect, but actually a mistranslated typing. The original text for Meikumon has it listed as an unidentified type Digimon, and they've changed it to unknown type. Now you might be asking, well, what's the big deal? They pretty much mean the same thing. Well, the big deal comes with future cards in BT-05, when they release the new Keramon and its evolutions alongside support cards. You see, Keramon and all its other forms are unidentified types, and some of these cards have specific interactions with other unidentified type cards as well. And having Meikumon listed as an unidentified type, well, that just opens up these card effects to areas the creators didn't intend. And even though Meikumon is only a yellow level 3, and the other ones are all black, so it's unlikely that they'll be in the same deck, it's still best to tie up these loose ends before someone figures out an unintended strategy using unintended effects around unintended, unidentified type Digimon. Next up, we have a butt-ton of new promo and alt art cards. The biggest news here is about the new webcam tournaments, and how Bandai has finally decided to kick it up a notch, and have some real prizes for their tournaments. In the past, Bandai's official webcam tournaments have had pretty basic, not very exclusive prizes like playmats and card sleeves that you can literally just buy online right now. Well, now they've gone and printed brand new alt art cards as prizes for these tournaments. To start with, all participants will get this alt art Koromon from BT-05. All you have to do is enter the tournament and you'll receive this card. Do keep in mind this is a BT-05 card, so it will not be tournament legal for any areas where BT-05 is not released yet. From there, you have the opportunity to win alternate art Greymon from BT-05 and War Greymon from the first starter deck. So he will very much be playable immediately, as well as the champion of each event will receive a gold invitational ticket to a future tournament. Very mysterious. I wonder if you'll get a tour of the factory and the children will be bumped off one by one in accidents until only one of you inherits the factory. Who knows? Most likely it's just an invitation-only future tournament to determine the champion of champions. You know, who will be crowned king of games. Wait, that's the wrong franchise. If you're interested in joining these events, here are the list of tournament dates. Do note the unfair amount of North American tournament. They give people in this area a much greater chance of winning all of the new alt art cards. Well, I mean, technically France and Italy are a part of Europe, right? Keep in mind that not all dates have been officially set, so some changes can still happen. Aside from tournament promos, Bandai apparently took a poll in Japan to determine the 10 most popular Digimon cards, and then made new alt art cards for them all. Well, not all of these would be my first choice, but that's the beauty of people. They are being packed in their very own special packs and distributed in Japan. Hopefully, they'll either release these in English, or maybe they'll take their own poll in English and we'll get our own alt art cards. Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, the last bit of news that's been floating around. Apparently, there was some leaked news on the next official booster set, BT-07, which they're calling Next Adventure. I originally came across this information when I was digging up everything I could about the Classic Collection from my previous video. If you didn't catch that one, it's linked in the iCard. And I came across a post on ludkinmedia.com. In the post, they discuss all the leaked information for BT-07, and I gotta say that I could not be happier. The release date is set for August 27th, 2021 in Japan, and we'll have a pretty standard breakdown that we've seen in almost every other set so far. 112 types in total, not including the 8 new campaign cards, with 44 commons, 30 uncommons, 26 rares, 10 super rares, and 2 secret rares. Apparently the next set will be featured around the Digimon Frontier anime, and will include Digimon like susanoomon and all of the hybrid Digimon that we've been waiting for. The current hybrids are cool and all, but there are so many more, and extremely cool Digimon from Frontiers. There will also be a character tie-in to the new Digimon animation, as well as all 8 of the campaign cards we mentioned earlier are related to the new Digimon adventure as well. Not sure what being campaign cards means. Will they be box toppers? Will they be like extra packs like the dash packs? Who knows? We'll just have to wait for more information. See? That's it. Just a bunch of small information that's popped up, and I didn't want them piling up on me. Hopefully, things will calm down for a little bit. But if they don't, I will do my best to keep you guys updated on everything I come across, even if I can't get to it the day that I find it. I want to give a big thank you to all of my Patreon members for their support. And if you're interested in becoming a Patreon member, all of my new members get a personal shout out in one of my videos, and then their names will appear in the credits of every video after that. Also, certain tier levels get a free metal memory counter featuring Agunimon, the Crest of Courage, and Gabumon, the Crest of Friendship. Also, in the future, I will be running exclusive contests and giveaways for my Patreon members for things like free playmats and card sleeves. And members will get early access to exclusive video series like my upcoming History of the Digimon TCG. So, if any of that sounds interesting to you, the link to my Patreon is in the description. As always, thanks for watching, stay safe, stay amazing, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!